How often have you come to your soybean fields and thought, boy, those look good, but you don't really know what to evaluate? Well, you're in luck. We're in Southern Illinois doing 5 days of soybean evaluations. And today, day one, we're gonna focus on the root system. Gotta make sure you bring your shovel to the field. Don't pick these plants out of the ground. You gotta dig them for good representation. Now, I've dug up 2 different varieties to examine the root differences. There's a lot of things we could talk about with these roots, but today I just want to focus on root nodulation. If you look really closely, you'll see these little balls attached to the soybean root. These are nodules. These are formed by a specific bacteria in the soil that infect the soybean root and then take the atmospheric nitrogen and make it plant available. And so these little nodules are all packed full of nitrogen. The soybean plant requires around 4 to 5 pounds of N per bushel. And since we supply very little of that, it is critical that we've got strong nodulation on these root systems. So as we're evaluating these roots for nodulation, first thing I'm doing is taking just an overall count. Does it look like I've got a lot of nodules on my soybean root? And where are they? You'll notice on this variety here, these 2 roots, we find quite a few of those nodules out on these lateral roots. They're on the roots getting pretty wide. But as you compare it to this other variety, we've got quite a bit of nodulation right along that taproot, pretty close to that main taproot. Now, both of these have decent amount of nodules, but as you continue to evaluate them, you're gonna wanna split them open and look inside. A perfect nodule is gonna have a pinkish to orangish color. That is signifying that we have got nitrogen there. If you have got nodules that are showing black, gray, they're kind of mushy, maybe even green, they are either inactive or your plant is dealing with a possible root rot, causing the nodules to lack nitrogen, which again would be a reason that we would have compromised yields. But you want something like that, a little pink and orange on the inside. Now, if you look at your soybean plants and think, boy, I don't have enough nodules or something's wrong, you got to ask yourself 2 questions. Was my soil productive? Do I have a healthy soil? Does it allow for biology to thrive? Because at the end of the day, this is all a biological event. The other thing you can ask yourself is, if you don't have enough nodules, should I be inoculating my soybeans? Can I add that specific bacteria to my seed treatment to help get more nodule formulation? Now, if you got questions on this, feel free to reach out to your local AgriGold rep. We'd be happy to talk to you about it.